Alright. Let me pull up this real quick. Let me pull up this. Okay. Alright, how's everyone doing? Okay, yes, I am live. What's up? What's up, what? Winner the Pooh? How are we doing? And Joshua Poppy, how are we doing? Cause I do want to check this. 100% no. Wow, alright. So we could probably begin now. Good, what about you? I'm doing pretty good. What's up, Nosy Poke? How are we doing? How are we doing? Alright, yeah. We should get straight into it right now. So this is the Triton Central Pushback competition, and this is a really tough competition. Mainly because it is from the Indiana region, like you've done a poll here. Okay, we do. Okay. Yeah, like you've done the poll here. 17% in Indiana, okay. Because if you didn't know, Indiana is the most competitive VEX state. So you're gonna get really good games in Indiana. So we have a competition from Indiana today to go over. And also, fun fact, I do compete in Indiana, and I am in this tournament, so we can go over that too. Hello, knuckleheads. How are you doing? So, without further ado, I want to show you, okay, you compete in Ohio. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Are you going to signature, Joshua? Speedway signature? But anyway, I want to show you, I'll show you one qualification. Well, I don't know. I don't know which one. I might just go straight into the eliminations. No, but you're going to launch? Okay. That'll be a good one. Yeah, I can't wait to stream that one. I'm not going to that one personally. I can't remember. Yeah, I think I'll stream one qualification and Kalahari. Okay, cool. Okay, nice. We'll just go straight into eliminations. Although I do, because on this channel I only do quarterfinal eliminations. I do want to go over my round of 16. I did make it to quarterfinals, thankfully. But I'm not gonna lie, this tournament was really hard. Because my team only made it to quarterfinals, which was really disappointing. It was kind of disappointing, but it was a really hard competition. And we lost to the tournament champions too, so I guess it was good for our first competition, this year. So I'll take a look at this, first round of 16 here, for the driver's control. So we're in a pretty good position right now. We're right next to the match loader. Positioning's pretty even, I would say. But everyone should be going to the match loaders at the very start. I'm not gonna lie, I told our teammates to go straight to the match loader when the time started. I'm not quite too sure well, they said they really wanted to get middle goals early, which was, I guess, okay, but like they should have match loaded first, because I don't think they match loaded this entire game for some reason. Like they take the 3-pack here, and then they just can't match load the entire game because they're so focused on house cats over here. But zero gravity, they can only score in the middle goals, so basically they can't match load or anything. Pretty sure. Um, so they have to come and defend us here. And this is my bot, by the way. Um, and then we come to match load and we're able to score. And then we should be, we have a split. I think we gave our teammates 3 match loads and us the rest, so we should be match loading more. But house cats or zero gravity came over because they don't want to smash load. I mean, they can't do anything else besides just defend. So they have to match load, and then here we kind of juke zero gravity here because we want to go this way to bait them in going this way so we can come back and score the goals. I guess he didn't watch your live streams. That's hilarious. No, actually, our alliance partners actually recognized me. Like right after he picked us, or we picked them. It was hilarious. Um, and then we should be scoring here. Our driver does need a little bit of practice, but he's doing fine right now. Because we didn't get much driver practice in before this, and we like messed with all of our buttons the day before, which was a bit interesting, but yeah, we did fine in the competition. So we need our teammate here to keep pressuring house cats the entire time, because we only gave them 3 match loads, because they wanted 3 match loads for some reason. I mean, we used them pretty well, but we're thinking about just grabbing 1 long goal and middle goal at the end, because these bots won't be able to, because we'll probably pretty much overwhelm these bots here. And then we could just defend the entire time. It was okay strategy, but it works for a situation like this. So our teammates are defending house cats here. Not much to do other than that. They can't really do anything either, because if they match load, they're gonna give up a bunch of space to house cats. So I'm just telling your teammates right now, to just stay on house cats the entire time, because we can move around zero gravity. And I tell our driver to go for a middle goal because zero gravity was trying to push us out of the way. And they were expecting us to come over to long goal, so I was like, all right, just score in the middle goal. They're not expecting it. We get a lot of bonus points, and there we go. We get the middle, and then zero gravity focuses or shifts their attention over to our teammates here. I guess they just did not expect us to go for long goals there. And right now, I'm not really sure. I'm telling your driver to like come over here and grab some blocks. I'm not really sure what he's doing up there. And then right now we have 30 seconds left and a really good lead against this type of alliance. So now what we have to do is just defend the entire time. So that's what I'm telling your teammates, just defend the entire time. Zero gravity pushes us into the park zone, which is really scary because 20 seconds you can't not touch the park zone, but like they're literally pushing us in the park zone. Yeah, they didn't count it. The judges didn't count it against us. But I don't know. They basically told us it's our fault that zero gravity pushed us into the park, which was interesting. I guess. So everyone's fighting over. They're trying to get the bottom middles because that's the only thing they can do right now. And then we could early park to make sure we get that 100%. and then our teammates can just defend the entire time, and boom, we go on to the quarterfinals. I can't remember if were the first quarterfinal match. Yeah, so we're the first quarterfinal match too, so this will be good. Oh yeah, for a quarterfinal match, we're against the first seed alliance, which they're crazy. They did really good at Worlds last year, really good in state last year. Killer Instinct right here, won state last year in Indiana, and that's just crazy. So they literally just destroyed us. So there's not much we could do. Because, I mean, all of our bots are really good. It's just, they basically won and got an upper position because of their autonomous. Because their autonomous was crazy good. And like that's basically what's going to come down to in these top level gameplay. Basically, whoever has the better autonomous, they're in such a great spot after autonomous that they can pretty much just win the entire game. Pretty much just dictates your entire game. And that's exactly what happened here. So we're lined up against the match loader, so we can match load here. We took 3 in, and then well, no, not this match, but yeah, we're match loading right now. Killer Instinct is filling up that goal. And now they can just defend because they're in a really good position right now. Our teammates over here are trying to score, and Meta Mafia is just pressuring against them. And now I can't do much at all, just sit here really. I mean, they're not really doing much, so I mean, I guess that's fine. But we're in a pretty bad position because our teammates here, they should be match loading right now. I don't know why. I told them to match load right when the match started. Well, yeah, they need to match load right when the match started, but they don't, which really confuses me because you really need to. So, like, look at all the space here. Like, they need to match load and grab some points on the board, but they're not going to do that. And then Metamafia can just come over here because there's no point in defending us right now because we're pretty low up on the goal. We take some match loads in while we have the time, and our teammates just keep defending Killer Instinct. I mean, if they went over here and we had match loads, I mean, might as well just push them against, and that's what I was trying to say. They also just intaked all of their blocks there. I didn't know what that was about. Yeah, but Meta Mafia is just gonna let their D-score hooks go down, and this team can just they're pretty safe right now. All they need to do is really defend. They don't need to do much. So our teammates try and push Killer Instinct off, so that we can score. But it's not really working out. So right now, Meta Mafia is just they need to pressure our teammates, need to make sure they don't score or D-score hook. And with 20 seconds left, it's kind of over. We grab some match loaders in. Killer Instinct is gonna try to D-score, but they are not successful. Our teammates try and D-score. I don't know why they went over here to D-score. They should just D-score the blocks out here. But like, there's nothing we can do. I mean, I don't know. It was such a really tough match for us, especially Meta Mafia and Killer Instinct teamed up in the same alliance. Like, there's not much you can do. I mean, they won the entire tournament too. So, I mean, quarterfinals, first tournament of pushbacks, not too bad, especially when losing against the tournament champions. So, I mean, it's fine. It's not really the outcome I wanted, because I wanted at least semifinals and to win. But I mean, there's not much I could do. Um, yeah, that's about it. But here is the next quarterfinal. This one's an interesting one. Also, yeah, like every team here was like S spots. There were so many S spots. I mean, that just shows you like Indiana has some tough competition. Because the last match, no, our quarterfinal match, every single team was an S spot. It was crazy. Um, and they won literally because of autonomous. It just put them in such a great position. Hello knuckleheads, you're back. So yeah, for this, I'd say the predicted winner is probably this alliance right here. Although you could go either way because both of these alliances are pretty good. So you could go either way. It's basically a 50-50 these teams, so it should be a really close match. Yeah, but Kacha here, I'm not gonna get anything from their autonomous, and blue team here is in a better position, and exothermic is just in the match loader. So Kacha can match load a race, and that's what all the teams should be doing is match loading. Exothermic is not going to match load. It looks like dang, I have my first competition next Saturday. I need to work on autons. Oh yeah, for sure. Basically, cause like if you take an example of my quarterfinal match, I mean it could be different for Ohio, but for Indiana, the competition is just crazy. This is just the most competitive state. Like all of the bots in our quarterfinals, in my quarterfinals match was an S bot, every single one. And basically the winner is whoever has the better autonomous, because if you can score like half the long goal in autonomous, like all you need to do is max load score and then hold the entire time, and the other side can't do anything. So like, yeah, I would suggest focusing on autonomous a bunch. Right here, exothermic. I mean, they come and defend. I'm a banana over here, and I would think they do that because they want to get like a whole long goal, secured and then defend the entire time. Although I can't remember if they have a D-score hook or not. No, they don't have a D-score hook. A banana doesn't have a D-score hook, so this is actually not the best move. They need to be match loading because normally, if you want to do this, it is because you're afraid of D-score hooks and you want like one goal you can rely on. And then pretty much focus middle goals. But here it doesn't make sense because both of the other team does not have any D-score. I mean, I guess Kachow has a hood. I'm pretty sure it could be like a D-score hood. I have my 4th competition in December. Ooh, okay. It's not bad. I think our team is I think that's how ours is like too. Our schedule right now. Can't remember. Because we need to get leagues set up too. Because I think we're doing 2 leagues at once this year, so that'll change much of my schedules. What's up, bag of goodness? I need to watch this. Hi, I'm new here. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? Glad to see you on the channel. Yeah, excited for you to tune in. So yeah, so this play right here is not good. They really need to be match loading because of the reasons I said before. But I mean, their plan is gonna work out because I mean they do get. It looks like they're gonna get along, but Kachaj is going to come in and defend, and that is another bad play because right now they're pushing for both this hole to be scored red, this hole to be blue, and red is just gonna focus on middle holes as how they win. So Kachao coming over here is the worst thing they could do because they're giving up so much space and so much time. And yeah, they're just gonna keep dividing school. Like nothing even comes out of this anyway. And then I'm a banana get a good score out here, and exothermic finally has the chance to match load, and they need to be scoring this long goal here before. Actually, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're just stuck at the match loader for some reason. Um, and then yeah, oh, they missed a couple there, and none of these teams have any D score hoods, so it basically is just a tie here, which is actually what exothermic wants. Because they are pretty comfortable in the lead, so they want to push for this tie and just stay here. Red just wants to stay here. And Kachao is a pretty defense-heavy team. They have some pretty good push power, but they're not really doing much to this spot over here. And it looks like they'll probably continue to keep pressuring this team, although nothing's gonna happen. So right now, if I was red team, I'd be really happy because everything is going right for your team, and everything is kind of going ish wrong for the other team. Yeah, Kachao's just gonna keep pressuring, even though nothing's gonna get done. Okay, they are gonna move. If I was Kachao, I'd go for middle goal, or at least get one in the bottom middle, and then start focusing on the top middle and try and get those out, get those bonus. It's 30 seconds left. Dang, yeah, there's not much. Yeah, red is in a really good position, although here's the one thing I want to go over is exothermics leave. Well, because Kachao goes over here, but they should have probably went in the middle first and then went over here, which is really good on them. This team had enough space to come over here, so that was a good play. And if I was red, I'd be pretty happy right now. All you need to do is defend and make sure these teams don't do anything crazy, which they shouldn't really be doing anything crazy because they don't have any D-score mechanisms. So red can comfortably come and park. Oh, they're having trouble. Oh, they're I don't think they're gonna park. No, they don't park. Okay. I mean, that was good. They saw they didn't park and they went over here to D-score middle. Ooh, who voted that they're competing in Indiana for Vex? So I just saw someone vote yes in the poll I put. Who was that? So I'd like to know. Here, one sec. I'll be right back too. One sec. Yeah, who was that? Who voted? Who is competing in Indiana for Vex? Because I'd like to know. Alright, someone voted yes. Who was it? Come on. Is no one really gonna answer up? Okay, let me know who voted that they're coming for Vex, Indiana. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alright, pretty sure I have my microphone on. Okay, um, I'm back. So is no one gonna tell me who voted that they're going to compete in Indiana? That sucks. Anyway, 0 seconds left. The red team is going to take home the win. So nicely done for them. And then we can get on to the third quarterfinal. Whoa. Hold on. Okay, we can start right here for autonomous. Ooh, okay, nice. Good autonomous from this team, actually. This is Wet Sprockets. They're pretty good. They won competition a couple weeks ago. They had a pretty good skill score, too. So, in this competition, this quarterfinal, it is definitely a red. Red is heavily favored in this matchup. Like, it's a really free win for them. They are the second seed, so I mean they got really good seeding. But I really like the driver on this team because this Wet Sprockets team too. It's a one-person team. There's literally just one person on that team doing everything, which is pretty impressive. And then they're teamed up with Jalapenos, which is fine. Yeah, but they're gonna just score and D-score hug. They're gonna create pressure over here to this basketball, which I'm not totally opposed to. But I don't think they got much. They might have got like 3 match loads and gave the rest to Jalapenos here for their basket, which is I don't really like that because Jalapenos they're basketball, so they're not gonna score as fast as other teams would, especially because they have a really fast scoring too. So they're not relying on this bot, who yes can hold a lot, but is not gonna really score too fast. Which means you can just get pushed over a lot. And they're also gonna do that in the semifinals too, which is probably the reason why they lost. Well, probably not the sole reason, but a factor to why they lost. Yeah, look, they got all those match loads only to score 2 and get pushed off. They're gonna come over here. This basket needs to be defending this bot. It does its own thing, which is really interesting. But now it's going to. So now it's just going to. Oh, it has some more. It still has some more loads. Dang. Westbrook's just defending a bunch. I mean, there's nothing they can do. They have no match loads. So that's all they can do, and they kind of have to rely on Pinos. I'm not sure how many blocks are in this bot. So I'm pretty sure they're good for defending right now. I can't see how many blocks are in that bot. Jalapenos should score this entire long goal and just stay here the entire match. And they're set. Okay, ooh, nice. Spectbot's gonna cover and just push them out here. And it looks like Red Sprockets is just going to put their position or just be the one defending here, which is fine. Jalapenos need to be defending, or not defending, but going for the middle goals now. At least a couple middle goals, or at least one before driver control. And it looks like Wet Sparks is actually going to be the one parking here. Never mind, they're going to grab middle and then have Jalapenos park, which is fine. And then we got a spin from Sprockets. So yeah, Red was definitely favored to win, and they definitely won. Mostly because of seeding, though. Okay, pretty good autonomous from this team. This team was really good in this competition. Um, and red is definitely favored to win. They have Vicious Vortex, second place at Signature Great Plains, and this S spot right here, which is it's a pretty good S spot, and mostly because of their autonomous. Their driver is also pretty good, but their autonomous definitely puts them up there a bunch. So now, yeah, they want to. Both of these teams want to match load. This team wants to match load too, but they're not gonna. They're just gonna defend. They really should be match loading. That's gonna put them in an interesting position. Although this is such a terrible matchup against blue, not just because of like the skill and the bot, but like the fact that none of the blue team has a D-score mechanism, it really heavily disfavors them. Because like two basket bots, no D-score at all, there's nothing that they can do against these high-scoring bots at all. So I mean, they are kind of forced to actually defend, but like, do you want to defend? Do you want to score? Like, you don't know what to do. Wow, wow. So they actually have a D-score hook. That must have been last minute, because I don't remember seeing that. Yeah, so this right here, needs to be their, like, be scoring the entire time. This spot needs to be scoring. So they should have match loaded instead of defend. Although iterated right here needs to come over and score a bunch of these right now. And let Technophobia kind of take over this goal here. And yeah, I mean, Technophobia is gonna come in, but like, they need to come and keep defending this spot, while iterated here with their D-score hook needs to D-score this long goal. Hopefully that's what they're doing. I think. Please? Wait, I'm not sure what they're doing. What is this? Okay, yes, they are going to D-score hook. Or not? Excuse me, why do you go over there and not D-score hook? You just push the bot for no reason. They're just picking up random blocks off the map. They need to be D-score. D-scoring this. Put your D-score here. Move backwards to take all those out. Okay, and then Technophobia is just going to come in and make space for Iterated. I mean, Iterated needs to use their D-score hook. I mean, you can't outscore two high-scoring bots when you're paired up with the basket bot. I mean, both of you guys don't have any D-score capabilities. You need to keep D-scoring. I mean, you had such a great opportunity to D-score over here, but you just never decided to. I mean, they can even D-score here. Put your D-score here and move backward. It's not the ideal situation, but you've kind of forced yourself into that. And there's just nothing that blue can do. Oh, they missed the park too. Oh, wait. Never mind. They got the park. So is QC though. But dang. Yeah, I mean, it was really not favored for a blue team, but then on top of that, they don't want to D-score when you're gonna get heavily outscored. So that was interesting, but we can move on to semifinals now. Semifinals 1. Oh, here we go. So we have hold on. Okay, I guess we're going now. But the team that's most favored here is Red Team. They're really, really good. They won the whole competition. They beat us in the quarterfinals. They're a pretty crazy team. Mostly because of their autonomous. It puts them in such a great position after the match. And yeah, look, Red is just going to have such a great autonomous. Although Killer Instincts does fail theirs. But they still get the autonomous bonus from that. And they're going to be pretty much, they are kind of pretty much tied for positioning too. Okay, let's go. Driver control, both these teams need to match load. I'm not really sure what Killer Instinct is doing here. They need to match load, but they're not. I guess we're just gonna score the little blocks they have in their S to the middle goals, which I mean it's fine. It's fine in this scenario, guys, because they have a bunch of space. Because this team over here decided not to match load, which makes no sense at all. And they're just going to try and grab one long goal. And I mean, I guess their plan is get one, because this is a horrible, it's like super hard matchup to win against Meta Mafia and Killer Instinct. So they're probably trying to grab one whole blue one and let them grab one whole red one and try and win the middle goals. It's pretty much all they can do really to win. Meta Mafia is just going to come over. They're going to deny that. They're going to use their D-score hook. And that's another thing too. This team doesn't have any D-score mechanisms. They're gonna get more blocks in the middle goal. And right now all Killer Instinct has to do here is just sit here. And Meta Mafia is in such a great position to just keep going middle goals, and there's nothing that they can do. Can't remember if this team, yeah, this team has D-score hooks. So honestly, I kind of want you need exothermic here to push Killer Instinct out of the way, so they can either score or use their D-score hook on them. And that would put them in a pretty good spot. But they're not. Oh, they are gonna do that. Killer Instinct also has a really good aligner, so it's pretty hard to get him off. So most of the time they will be defending, and Exothermic's gonna learn that here, and get D-scored by Meta Mafia. And 20 seconds left. Red team is doing such a great job, and it's kind of over for blue. I mean, oh, what did I do? And yeah, there's just nothing they can do. They finally get the D-score hook in there. And yeah, it's Meta Mafia and Killer Instinct go into the finals, and yeah, they will win that. But here's the other semifinal match, which is a lot more intense because it has a lot, because it is a much tougher team to face, because they're facing their third seat versus second seat. But honestly, this team is just better. They're just better than this team. And they were kind of the favorites to win, but yeah, they just didn't have the alliance partner to handle them. And here's autonomous. Autonomous really favors blue too, and that's going to be a pretty good factor for blue to win as well. Oh, I mean, now every team should match load, although West Sprockets gave like all their match loads to Jalapenos, and it's just not a good idea to do, because yes, they are a basketbot, they can hold a lot, but at the same time, basketbots can score slowly, and you don't want them having all of your match loads, because now this bot scores really fast. You need a really fast scoring bot to be scoring. So when you give all of the loads to this basket here, um, it scores so slowly that the other team has enough time to react and move the basketball out of the way. So I really don't like that decision there to give Jalapenos all of that, all of those loads. And yeah, Jalapenos are just gonna match load. They must practice to have any match load, so they're just gonna defend. And Vicious Vortex, their autonomous is really good. It's probably one of the best autonomouses in this whole tournament. Um, Along with Meta Mafia's too, because theirs was really good. But there's nothing else there that they could do. Yeah, Jalapenos can use a D-score hook. That was definitely the right play to do, so congratulations to them. But I mean, their whole load is gone, and not really much happened to that, so I don't know why West Sprockets gave all their match loads away like that. And now they are out of match loads. Red team is. That means they can't really do much. And if blue realizes they could try and D-score middle ghouls, because those are pretty easy to D-score, you can bump into them a little bit. I think, yeah, that's what blue's gonna do. They get it there. Ooh, nice play from Vicious Vortex. And they're just gonna wait 30 seconds. I mean, because Vicious Vortex, all they need to do is hold this, and they'd be in a pretty good position. And yeah, they're just gonna keep defending. That's what blue team wants, because they're in the lead. Oh, Vicious Vortex does move back a little bit to give West Sprockets the ability to D-score. But you don't want to be moving back when you're defending long goals for that reason. And yeah, they're gonna get the park, and yeah, blue team win. It's gonna knock the second seat alliance out. And on to the finals we go. So right here, this is a pretty tough matchup ish. It's a close matchup, although this team is pretty much in a really good spot. They've always been like the best teams in Indiana, so there's no surprise that they'll win. And yeah, they're definitely the favorites going in to this finals match. And yeah, look at Red's autonomous. That's what I'm saying. If everyone has S-bots, cool. Who has the better autonomous? That's basically who's gonna win. Red has such a crazy autonomous. Vicious Vortex also has a really good autonomous. He also showed that at Great Plains too. That really carried them a bunch there. But they're gonna go right in, up to match load there. Oh, they do get stuck on the block a little bit. We need everyone match loading. This team's gonna be a little bit late to match loading, which is interesting because usually their match loader works out pretty well. But I guess it just didn't there, and they do have a block stuck there, so that is not good for them. Red team is going to keep the pressure there, pretty much in the lead. They're going to use their D-score hook and D-score a bunch of that. Just really good for them. Ooh, they should have stayed at that goal, though. Yeah, I don't know what Meta Mafia is doing here. They need to stay at this goal here. And all Killer Instinct has to do is just stay here. Like, I mean, that's just the power of having a good autonomous. Match load, score, stay here. Boom. And Killer Instinct is in a really good position. Meta Mafia is going to try and D-score. Oh, they're just going to run away. Let Vicious Vortex score. Probably because they're probably just going to go for a having two full goals of opposite colors and go for whoever has the better match or middle goal. And then they can use their D-score hook now to try and D-score this. Which they need to be doing. They have a whole goal here they need to D-score. Vicious Vortex is going to be against it, although if they can get right here and get a little bit out, that could be nice for them. Ooh, we got another vote for someone voted that they do compete in Indiana for Vex. Who is that? Who said that? I would like to know. Like, write comment down right now if you, compete in Indiana for Vex. Hello, John2790B. How are we? Are you guys saying that you guys compete in Indiana for Vex? Let me check something right here. Doing alright, nice. Yeah. Did you guys go to this competition? Here, I'm trying to look in my notebook right now. 27090B? No, you didn't. It doesn't look like it now. But yeah, you are. That's pretty cool. Now, but we'll be at Casa next week, though. Okay, cool. So, we might see each other during the competition then, because I'm also in Indiana. So that's cool. But anyway, Meta Mafia is in such a great position. And they can leave because of their space and just the fact of the time, because they're gonna come over here because they want to get one whole goal secured as well as the other team. And Meta Mafia's left their space too. They're gonna try, and it's just yeah. Oh, blue misses their park. I feel like maybe they get a that has to be a double park, no? I don't know. I mean, even if it is a double park, it doesn't matter because it's pretty clear that Meta Mafia wins this. I don't think that's a double park anyway. But yeah, Meta Mafia Killer Instinct, they won this competition. No surprise too, because they're always #1 in all the Indiana tournaments. Yeah, but that's it for finals. If anyone has any more questions or anything you want to let me know, speak up now. And if not, we can end the stream here. Does anyone have anything else? Any last final thoughts from anyone? Okay. I will be streaming tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I'll probably be streaming Lobstable, because that one is gonna be that's gonna be a really fun competition. So I'm excited to stream that, so I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I've already went over the semifinal number 1. I've went over all the quarterfinals, my round of 16, because I made to round of 16 in quarterfinals and got knocked out by Metamorph and Killer Instinct, who won this competition. So I'm sad we didn't do better, but I mean, there's nothing much we can do if we're against that alliance. But yeah, it's semifinals and the finals here. Yeah, I'll be going over Lobstable tomorrow. I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be a really fun competition. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for you all tuning in, and appreciate it if you guys consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you tomorrow.